Cheers.
Some tea.
If you can hear that, that's ice from the drink.
You're going to hear it a lot in this show, friends.
All right, let's go. So here we go.
Saddle up.
Welcome to Bants with Boo. This is Tam Mutu. I am once again joined by my very good friend, Mr. Ricardo Rojas.
Hello.
Hey, pal.
Wonderful.
Just finished the show, did you?
I did, mate. So did you.
Hey, I know. How was it?
Yeah, it was good. We did have some technical difficulties.
Wow.
Technical difficulties today.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, one of the filigree things didn't come in or come out, so...
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, dude. Like in Royal's scene, it's like it didn't.
Oh, I didn't know.
So they had to stop the show and sort that out.
Oh, I see. That's why we were held. I see.
It's very exciting. Very exciting.
I see. So today is a very, very special day because we have a very, very, very important guest for our first ever Q&A show. Isn't that interesting?
It's crazy.
It's episode 10. A Q&A with, give me a drum roll. Is that going to come out? That's not even... That's not going to come out.
It is going to come out.
Oh, there you go. Can you hear that? The one, the incomparable, the one, the only, the indomitable.
All right, hurry up, mate. Come on.
Miss Robyn Hurder.
There we go.
There she is.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hi, Robes.
Jingle, jingle, jangle. And I just spilled margarita on.
Oh my God.
So, hello, Robyn.
Hello, friends. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? More importantly, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just wiping the margarita off the keys.
That's always good.
My husband divorces me. But other than that, I'm doing really great.
So, where are you right now? Are you at home?
I'm at home. I am up way past my bedtime, but
Yes.
I love you both so much. And I wanted to do this because all of us are about to legit part ways.
Yeah.
We are.
I wanted to get this in, and I realized I'm like, I think the right time to do this is the evening. You know?
Well, we are night. Yeah.
It's like we're in Duke's Boulevard, but we're not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like just make pretend we're in our hallway.
It's OG.
It's OG, and we're just having our drinks, and we're gonna chat.
Yeah.
It is very strange not having you on the boulevard. I'm not gonna lie. It's very weird.
It's strange not being there. I mean, you're part of something that it's literally like you have this family for 5 years of your life, and then all of a sudden it's just like you don't see them anymore. Like you don't see them every day. I don't think people really understand like what like a theater family is like. It's literally your extended family, and then just one day you leave and you don't see them anymore. It's a lot to, adjust to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in denial about the whole what's going to happen in 2 weeks. With obviously me and Tam are leaving in 2 weeks. I'm in denial still, so I don't know how I'm going to cope with it.
Yeah, you'll be in denial until the day that you have to start packing up your dressing room. That's when it hit me.
Yeah,
I was like really in denial, and then I really just once I started taking down my lights, my little like Moulin Rouge bulbs.
Shit.
I lost my shit and I started crying, and I was like, girl, you really are about to go on for bad romance. So you need to get your shit together. And lock it away for a second. And then I was a holy disaster on the, my last day.
I mean,
which everybody knows.
I mean, you looked great on stage. You were solid.
I was very swollen in the face. It was a good day. It was probably one of the best departures of my life. I'll never have that kind of stuff.
I was very swollen in the face.
I mean, puffy.
It's like
swole. Okay. It's just swollen with emotion and love.
Swollen with emotion.
It's very it is interesting because I'm sure people are going to want to know actually how you sort of felt like as the days when you were supposed to come back into work, the next day, and obviously you weren't because you had finished. Talk us through that a little bit. Just talk us through what you did and what you've been sort of doing to sort of keep yourself busy and because I'm sure that's like an adjusting period. And
it is. But you know what's weird is that I still feel like I left last week. Like
Right.
it's been over 2 months now. Like I left February 20th.
Has it been that long?
Wow.
2.5.
Time flies.
No,
Just
that's
over
gone
2
so
months.
quick. That has gone quick.
And it's just crazy. I just feel like like the days are getting, like, as we get older, time goes by. It just feels like it's going by so much faster and faster because we're so used to thinking, and like we're programmed to think about the next thing. Like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? And it's not that we're wishing our days away. It's just, that's how life goes. And especially with families, we all have families. We all have our lives going on. I mean, our job is our job, but it just goes into rapid fire mode. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's been 2 months.
Of course. I mean, especially in this business, you know, you're always constantly hustling for the next gig and to see where the next paycheck's going to come from and stuff like that. So that makes everything move faster because you're constantly busy and working towards that. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I wasn't.
I was just chilling.
There was, like, I literally thought for a moment my agents were literally going to go snip, Robyn, like, bitch, leave. Like, you are not our kind, because they just kept throwing me things. I was like, no. They're like, what about so-and-so and so-and-so? And I would literally text them back, nope. Like, not even an explanation. I would just be like, nope, with an exclamation point.
Yeah. I mean, I was there when this shit was going down. I was there.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were, that was my like rampage day where I was just like, they just kept throwing things at me. And I was like, you need to settle down. Like, I'm okay not working. Like,
But also, to be fair, it's like you're Tony Award nominated Robyn Hurder now. So like the stuff that they were sending your way, I'm like, nah.
Well, I think they just needed to understand that, like,
yeah,
I know what I want. And when I want it, I'm going to get it.
And then what happened? Tell us what's happened. What's on the horizon?
And then you know what? It's all meant to be that we delayed this so much because I couldn't have talked about it beforehand, but now I can.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start rehearsals in literally 3-4 days for the new Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful Noise. That will be going back to the Emerson Colonial in Boston, my old stomping grounds. Such amazing memories there. I'm going to be destroyed, I think, the minute I walk into the theater and walk up to the first flight of the stairs and then see our huge Moulin Rouge mural there that we all signed. And
oh my God, that's right.
I forgot about that as well.
That was my first thought. I'm like, I'm going to be a kind of a disaster because Boston was really, it was hard, but it was so much fun. Like, I mean,
Intermission Tavern,
Blueberry Beer. And now RIP Intermission Tavern. They're not there anymore. Right. Now it's like some burrito place.
So when are you starting rehearsals?
I start on Monday. And it's like, I'm the latecomer. So like, you know, everyone's been, I think, like involved with, you know, like how Ricky came in a little bit later, but like Tam, you know, like we went through Clemente and all this stuff, but I'm like just burping tequila. Sorry.
Clemente for the listeners was the workshop and the lab process, which started in October 2017. Is that right?
It's one of those amazing, like weirdly 6-week workshops.
Yeah.
With a break in between. But anyway.
She did it. She said it.
You know what? They gave us Thanksgiving week off. I was very grateful.
Oh yeah. Cool. That worked out conveniently for them, didn't it? Real convenient.
But you know, like when, you know, everyone's been a part of it and then a newcomer comes in and I'm like the newcomer that's like come in 2 weeks before they start the show.
Wow. Okay.
So I have been like bombarded with emails with Boston housing, payroll, COVID stuff, everything. And I'm like, I am such a lazy bitch. Like I'm so lazy. I don't like to be busy. And
so how much rehearsal do you have before you start? Like
4 weeks.
Damn.
4 weeks. Cool. And then we go to Boston on June 5th. And then we do the whole, you know, I think we start performances June 21st.
So I'd say even like that's quite I mean, albeit they've been working prior to you joining. So like the process is going to be slightly easier, I imagine, than the Moulin Rouge new musical process.
It will be. But again, I'm like, you know, I'm playing Marsha Murphy, who is Neil Diamond's second wife, the longest of all of his marriages. They were married for 25 years. She's, you know, she got a lot of material in the show. And it's been done before.
Right.
By someone that, you know, people know. And then now I'm stepping in, and I'm just going to try my, you know,
Okay.
So
Cool.
but you know what? I love a challenge. Cheers.
That's part of it. How long is the run for? Give us the date.
We're going to run. We're going to do June 21st. We start performances. We're opening sometime around July 10th. It closes July 31st with a possible extension to August 14th. But I have a feeling probably will, because, you know, we're in Boston.
That's what happened to us.
Everybody knows Sweet Caroline.
I mean,
you know,
it's Neil fucking Diamond, man. Come on.
You know, with the socks, and it's summer, and I just feel like Boston fanatic.
It's going to be great.
We all know the best audiences are in Boston.
They do kick ass.
It's a great place.
They're loud. They're good.
Hey, New England, my home.
It is a great place. I like Boston a lot. We had a good time there. Although amidst our anxiety, you know, panic attacks every day from like everything that's going on there. But, you know, they did their best to destroy us, but we made it through, you know.
Pam?
There were a lot of changes.
Stop.
It was a lot of changes.
Fine. It was okay. Look what we have now. Look at what we've left, what you guys are going to leave.
It was a great process. Hard, but good.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Look at the three of us.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember as well, like what people obviously like. Because we're going back to what you were saying earlier, Robyn. I wanted to touch on that, but you guys got sidetracked.
Oh, sorry, I go on.
Sorry.
Well, the pair of you together is just something to behold. So I'm going to try and bring us back on track. So you're saying like about being part of a show and a family and all that, but it's very unusual for a show to be. Like for us to sort of have been together for this amount of time. So like 5 years, which is when did we there? The lab was 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky joined you joined in Boston, right?
Yeah, I joined when Danny joined.
So that's 4 years. Right. So that's still, a considerable amount of time. And so for listeners who don't know this or understand this, that's very unusual, right?
Super unusual. The longest show I've done, 2 years. Mm-hmm. Maybe two and a bit.
But what was different about us is that which I'm so grateful for A Beautiful Noise. They're fast tracking this to Broadway. Mm-hmm. We had what was it? 9 months.
Oh yeah,
it was a long
Boston and Broadway.
Which I think was a mistake personally as well. I think they gave them too much thinking time. It was too much. Yeah, but it was too much thinking time. Do you know what I mean? I think we could have just gone and we were, it was ready.
But I think that they were stuck on the Hirschfeld. You know what I mean? They were like,
That's going to
Hirschfeld, and they need to wait until it was ready, right?
Because the other option was the Winter Garden, right?
That's a big house. The intimacy is gone then if you're in the Winter Garden.
Even though the dream, like, could you imagine like the Winter Garden with like, and then building like an entire, like the windmill on top of the Winter Garden awning? I mean, that would have been amazing.
It would have been cool.
But it's a barn. It's literally like,
that would have been very cool.
Yeah. Good.
So you've been getting a job. What else have you been up to? Tell us, how's home life? How's life? Besides putting on corsets and things like that every day.
Do you miss putting on a corset?
No, I don't at all. I don't. I really I love fitness and I love exercising and I love doing all these activities. And the one thing Moulin Rouge really did, it halted me from everything I love to do. So I have been deep into, I'm a tonal fanatic. It's a new at home thing. It is not like the mirror. It's 1,000 times better than the mirror, but I've been doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of jump.
You bought a tonal machine?
Oh yeah. We bought it like a year ago.
Oh,
interesting. I don't know what it is. Someone explain what a tonal machine is. I don't know what it is. It's
I'm going to do like a reel. And then hopefully my dream one day is maybe Tony will want me to be a coach. Not really at all.
I mean, get it.
But I do have a really good technique. So it's this thing that's like the mirror. It's not like the mirror at all. Robyn, stop. It's this machine that has these arms that come out and it's all it's all cable driven.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not the time.
I have heard
like a Pilates machine.
No,
it's not a Pilates machine. It's like a cable machine, but the AI, like the technology, it takes micro pictures of how you are under the tension. What? It's got like a self spotter in it. It's got this. It's crazy. It's too hard for me to explain.
It's very cool. I've seen them, and they are very cool.
If anyone is wondering if they should get it, especially from New York City, just fucking get it.
It's not a cheap piece of equipment. It
doesn't matter, Tam. It doesn't matter.
Well,
why are you going to go to the gym? You can wake up and be like, oh man, I'm going to do my workout. And guess what? It goes by so fast because the way they have designed the programs, it's amazing and it flies by. And I
have heard, yeah.
And they've got the apps on the phone and you're like, what's my workout tomorrow? I love it.
Hashtag tonal.
Hashtag tonal. Anyway, I've been doing
maybe they'll send us one for free.
They will not do that. Just
like Nespressos.
Well, you don't know. If you're doing classes for them, then they might. You never know. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm not. I don't know.
I'm just putting that. The tonal send us
brightly young little hot chicks, and I'm like, I feel like it's an old fucking hag, but it's fine. I have really good technique. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Hashtag technique, hashtag tonal.
But you could do it at the same time that you're mixing a drink or something and like creating like bringing a new demographic, you know.
Always ready to capitalize on my brand that I
always ready to mix it up.
Jingle, jingle, jangle.
So this is a Q&A. So seeing as we should start it, seeing as it is.
Oh, do it. Oh my God, nervous. But not because I'm going to say everything. You know me.
But I believe that there'll be questions specific to you, Robes. And if, obviously if you're not comfortable answering them, then we will cut it out.
Bitch, I'll answer everything.
And I know. And there are group ones. And then we have a few things, for later on, as we always do, Ricky, don't we?
Yes, we always do.
So let me get started. I have them. I'm actually pretty organized today. I've got them all numbered and everything.
Go on, lad.
Yeah, going above and beyond for me. Thanks.
I know. Right, here we go. So we're going to start with, I had a choice of two, but I'm going to start with this one because, let's go. This is Kira Luffman, everybody. Kira Luffman.
Kira Luffman.
All right.
Hi, Robyn. I'm Kira, and I'd just like to ask a quick question. Do you have any advice that you give to young people who would want to be dancers or performers in musical theatre? Thank you.
Bless little Kira.
Sounds Kira's from Manchester.
She's definitely English.
Yeah, I think she's up north.
It's it's like the number one question, and it's for me the hardest to answer because I always feel like I'm giving the most basic answer, but all I can do is just like tell people how I applied myself, like how I got to where I was. And every time I say it, it comes out of my mouth and I sound so cheesy, but it's really focusing on yourself and nobody else, especially in the dancer world, because she mentioned a dancer, and a dancer in this business is very different than a singer, actor, mover in the business, because when you're a dancer first, you go into these, back in the old days, you used to call them the cattle calls, but I don't say that anymore.
No, we can't say that anymore.
You go into these calls and the energy of women is crazy. It's insane, right? I mean, you don't know because you've never been there. But even speaking with Clyde, it's like when guys go into a dance call, it's like everyone is like, yeah, bro. Like, yeah,
it's different. I can vouch for that. It's definitely different.
It's definitely different. I've done so many. It's definitely different.
Shut up. You have not, mate. Are you having a laugh?
I've done. Hey, they used to call me Mr. Dance Call.
What, a movement call for a step touch, a dance call for a step touch.
Click. Hey, step touch, click. Don't get it wrong. Sorry, Robyn, continue. Don't let Ricky sidetrack us.
You walk into a room with female energy and everyone's very aggressive and it's very feline, and it's and me, I've always been a big reader of energy, but I'm also very strong that I know how to like put up. It's like, how horsies have the little blinders on the side of their eyes?
Yes.
Blinkers, yeah.
Are they called blinkers?
Yes,
they are.
Blinkers.
That's how I visualize every single dance call that I went into in my younger years. That's what I visualize. And I'm like, they were even my friends, but they don't matter in this moment. Like, why do they matter? And it's so easy to fall into that trap of like, oh, look at her. Oh, and you have to watch everybody audition and you're like, oh, she's doing that. I don't think I can do that. And then all of a sudden you're bottling up, you're absorbing all of this negative energy. And then usually you're just going to fuck up in your audition and then you're going to go home and you're going to destroy yourself and all that stuff. If you just focus on yourself and know why you're in the room, right?
Yeah.
And I've always said that to myself. I'm like, Robyn, you're special. And I'm not saying that in an egotistical way at all. All of us are special, right?
Of course, everyone's got their own different source. You know what I mean?
Robyn, there's only one Ricky. There's only what, Cam?
Not the source.
It's true, mate. Everyone's got their own different source.
I get what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Tam, no negativity right now.
Yeah,
no, it's
we don't want that.
Not being negative at all. It's just 'cause I was making a joke. I'll play on his source comment.
It's true. Source. Everyone's got their own different source, mate.
Well, that's the thing. There's only one of you, and that is really, really fantastic. And you have to hone in on that and know it's only about you in that audition and nobody else matters.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, I hate saying the word, you got to have a tough skin, but you really have to really let it roll off your back because I mean, I've said it a million times, 75% of your life in this business is going to be rejection.
Yep.
But 25% is absolutely magical. And that is the drug. That is like I'm not going to say cocaine. I've never even done cocaine, but I'm just saying like, that is the drug that keeps you going where you're like, I need more, I need more, I need more. Because when you hear the yes, forget it.
That's why we keep coming back. You're
going to hear no all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean,
that's good advices though. It's good advices.
No, I mean, that's really how I've, and also don't go like, well, I kind of said it before, but like, don't go into the room. Like if you have an appointment and you're going into the room and you're going to read and sing, don't go into the room trying to think that you should be someone else other than yourself.
Yeah.
Just be you.
They can sniff that shit out in a second.
Just be boo. Just be boo.
Like literally just be boo. Like just be yourself because guess what? I mean, it's worked for me. People don't know how to take me at first, but I'm like, no, literally, like this is just who I am. And I'm a good person and I don't give a fuck about anything. But you know what? Put me on stage. I'm going to slap the shit out of it because I love it so much. I wish I didn't love it so much, but I do. And I'm hardcore.
In girls' defense, I'm just going to say, because like this business is tough. So going off what Robyn said is everything she said is brilliant. Actually, I thought that was very well put together. So congratulations on that. Foremost. Secondly, it's tough for girls because I think the ratio for girls to boys to a part it's insane.
I think that works in our favor, Tam. Do you know what I mean? It always has.
Oh my God.
Always has.
Oh, it really does.
Of course it has.
And I think
girls have it really hard. I think it's a lot harder for girls to book things. There are so many of them that are, trying to get into the business and doing it. And all this sort of stuff that Robyn's sort of been saying, will come with experience, the nose, all that stuff, and that you'd be toughening up of your skin, trying to sort of get the blinkers on, all that stuff. Wouldn't you agree, Robes?
Yeah, no. And that's the thing, like and it's so interesting because when you start off really young, like I was such a dipshit. Like I quit college. I quit college like in my sophomore year. And I said, Mom, I was looking online at backstage.com and I saw that there's like 6 auditions that I want to audition for, but it's the first week of my second semester. Can I just like skip school, go to New York, I'm gonna stay with my friend Sandy, and I just want to audition because I'm so sick and tired of people telling me like, this is how you should do it. I'm like, I just want to fucking do it. And my mom was like, fuck yeah, go.
Amazing.
I went and I was such an asshole that I just was so happy and sparkly and just like didn't know any better. And I got 5 fucking jobs. I got them all. The one that I really wanted was Mamma Mia. And because I thought I was going to be Sophie. Isn't that hilarious? And I got typed out immediately. They're like, get your blonde, red-lipped, skin tight red pants out of this fucking room right now. I had to do a step, touch, plie. And they're like, Robyn, out. That was the one I really wanted. And I got typed out immediately. But I got all these shows, these opportunities. And I was like, oh my God, Mom, can I get one? And she's like, can I take one? Can I quit? And she goes, yeah, go.
Wow.
I mean, I had to pay $24,000 in the tuition that I didn't use, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so this is the next question. Question number 2 from Ryan Schwery. I hope that's how you pronounce it. SC.
Well, you said Ryan. I thought you said Ryan Schwarmer. I was like, I love a shawarma.
This is Ryan. So Ryan for Robes.
Hi, Robyn. Our question for you today is, how do you remain so positive, full of love, and resilient during these challenging times? We know that there's been ups and downs with Broadway during COVID, as well as your miscarriage and leaving the show, but you continue to be a positive source of light, encouragement, and love. You lead with love. So our question is, how do you remain so positive and encouraged during these more challenging, darker times? Thank you for all you do, and we love your podcast.
Oh,
there you go, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
Just the sweetest. I also love the name Ryan for a girl. I love that. What a glorious question. It's so loaded, and I know that I can ramble on forever. So I'm going to try to do this as best I can with having my margarita inside me. Listen, I feel like we've all gone through really, really hard things in our life. And when you hit, especially when it comes with like death, like sorry, not to get morbid. I swear to God, this will be positive in the end. But like when things happen to you, like I once lost a very good friend in the 8th grade, and I went to his funeral, and I was just like, whoa, like that's me. But he's just like 14 years old, and he's not gonna live on because he's gone. And when I was my very first job, when I was talking about all the jobs I got, I took a job that was a cruise ship that toured around the Mediterranean and the Baltic. And it was an amazing
work.
Yeah, it was really amazing for a 20-year-old. And I met such a dear friend, and he was only 24 when he passed away. And it was such a freak accident. He fell off a veranda doing a good deed. He saw a bag at the bottom. He was on the beach in Antigua, and he saw a bag, and he's like, oh, it must belong to these people, because he was such a beautiful person. And he went up, and he was on this veranda, and a dog barked and startled him, and he fell off.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
It's hard. Sorry, not to get morbid, but I'm making a point here. I was so messed up over that, because I was just like, what? Like, it's Nelson. It's my friend. Like, I just saw him a couple months ago. Like, I just wrapped my legs around him and gave him a big hug and a kiss, saying, I'll see you soon. And then he's gone. And then the same thing, especially with the pandemic, we, of course, everyone knows about Nick Cordero. He's a very special part of our lives, both Clyde and I. And Clyde's mom was suffering from brain cancer, and she passed away. And so you really take those moments, and I started taking those moments as a very young girl, and really being grateful for every day that I have breath, that I can see, that I can taste food, that I can hug a person, that I can actually tell someone I love them, that I can like live, I can laugh, you know what I mean? Like every day I look at you guys in the hallway, and I'm like, I get to be an idiot with you every day. And this is my job. And we've chose this profession because we love it so much. And there's just not enough fucking money in it. And we're always struggling. And it's just, you know, it's so difficult to be in this business, but we do it because we love it. And we really do. When we get into it and we get a moment like Moulin Rouge, you can't take those moments for granted, because you get to gain a family. And look at us backstage. I don't wear any clothes, and all I do is act like an asshole and laugh. And then I get to be fierce and hot on stage, right? It's not a bad life. It's really not a bad life. So,
and all Ricky does is play guitar, you know, and all
I get a full entertainment from Tam's room playing video games, or I could literally just sit on my ass and watch him play video games all day.
That's what we used to do.
She does do that. I used to play, like when I play my first person sort of stuff. These two assholes, bless them, they would come in. They'd switch the lights would go off, and they'd come in and they'd sit and watch me play.
But fully intrigued. And I'm like, but this is my 15-minute call. I got to go pee. But I'm like, I want to see if you're going to kill that like dead pirate ghost skull thing that has.
It was the monkey.
The Red Dead Redemption thing when I was blowing. Robyn was like, "Are you going to kill that person?" And I just blew their heads off. And she was like, "Oh my God." Do you remember?
No, my favorite one was
shotgun their heads off. And like they'd be on the floor, they'd already be dead, and I just
violent. And
decapitate them.
My favorite one was when you were playing Bloodborne, and there was that massive monkey that was just throwing shit,
throwing his own shit.
Oh no, that was Sekiro.
You had to wait for the monkey to like literally
shit at you.
He's gonna do it. Like,
I'm like, wait for it. He's throwing his shit. I can attack. The shit has been thrown. Attack! Now's the time. Yeah, ridiculous. That's what we do. Yeah.
So
listen. Back on track. Sorry.
That is my point, though. Like, see what just happened now. Now I'm drunk and I'm always so emotional. I'll probably start crying. Like, these are the moments I'm like, this is why we live. This is why we wake up every day. Yes, there's some crappy, horrible shit that happens to us, but we have today and we're meant to be happy, right? Like, what is the point of living? We should be happy. We should literally do things that make us happy. And then sometimes
life gets in the way, doesn't it? Sometimes
really shitty things happen. Like, and I'm very comfortable talking about it, but it was very unexpected. Clyde and I got pregnant. That was the big reason why that was the reason why I left the show, because, bitch, you just shouldn't get pregnant in Moulin Rouge. Damn. It's like, that's restricting, to say the least. But it was such a turn of events, and so thrilling, and but also very stressful, because I know what I have to do every night and what I have to wear every night. And it is really restricting and uncomfortable and all that stuff. And it always was a worry in the back of my head because of, no matter what, as you grow, I'm 40 years old, you have that worry in the back of your head. And I always had that. And of course, what I do in the show, and it was funny, I wasn't really nervous. Like during Roxanne, I was not nervous. It was really just can kicks. I was like, this metal corset is going straight into my uterus. So I was like, I'm going to take that out. But and then I realized this was, a couple weeks before I was going to finish. I went to it was going to be my 8-week appointment. And, it's so interesting. I told Clyde in the waiting room, I'm like, I'm so nervous. Like, I wasn't like this with Hudson. Like, I'm so nervous. And it's not that I was like doom and gloom, but I just was like, I feel like I just knew it inside, but I wasn't admitting it. I was like, something's wrong. And, it was it was like a Scorsese movie, and that ultrasound, it was like, everything was closing in, because the longer the technician did not speak, I was like, it's over, until she said, it looks like it stopped regressing a few weeks ago, or like 2.5 weeks ago. And, and it was absolutely dreadful. It was awful. It was just literally one of the worst moments of my life. And I've gone through some pretty bad moments with death before. And, but what saved me was my support system. I immediately called, I was supposed to do that photo shoot that everyone's like, where's your photo? Like, cause it was the most gorgeous photo shoot. The lady, we have been wanting to do this forever. It was that day. I was like, I'm going to do my doctor's appointment, because I didn't tell the girls, I didn't tell Jay and the girls yet. I said, let me do this and I will go straight there from the city. And I just walked into the car, and the first person I thought of, because I couldn't call all of them, I just called Jackie, and I said, I couldn't even speak to her for a minute. I was hyperventilating, and she was in the car going downtown. And I was like, it took me so long to tell her, but she's just amazing. And I said, tell them, please tell them, don't tell anybody else, but just tell them this is why. And I told them, I was like, I was going to tell you guys tonight at the show. I had this whole thing in my head. I was going to tell you that I was pregnant and it was going to be great. But that's the thing. Like I automatically want to switch it to make it positive because I'm addicted to happiness and positivity and laughter and love. Like I love it so much because it's just such a good feeling that I just always, no matter what, even in the worst situations, I try to go back to that state of mind. I'm like, I want to go back there. I want to get back there. So it takes a lot, but I will say surrounding yourself with really good people like you two.
Yeah.
And the people that I told in the show, I literally would not have made it.
You know, we're proud of you though, right?
Oh, I know you
You're
are.
so strong. I don't like, you're so strong.
Yeah.
But imagine if I didn't tell you guys and I just tried to go through this, I would have been such a fucking disaster. But I had this support around me that I literally continued. And I will always think of the end of my run as traumatic as it was and how sad it was that I'm like, I should be finishing it with you all. I should be in the show and I should be finishing on the 8th with you. And I'm just so grateful. You always, and that's so important, always surround yourself and trust people and love them to be like, you can tell them, you know, I told you guys immediately because I'm like, I know I need you. I need you in my life to help me through this show because we all know how hard it is to do 8 shows a week.
Are you kidding? It's so hard. And I was like,
so hard.
Fuck, like, wow.
Anyway, I went on a huge tangent, but basically it's like, you really need to be grateful for what you're given, the people in your life, the moments you have, the small moments that make you sparkle with laughter or, you know what I mean? The dumbest things, that to me is like living.
Well, that's what gets us through. That's what gets us through. You know?
We get to breathe good air. We get to drink good wine. We get to eat delicious food. We get to touch the people we love. We get to see so many beautiful things. I mean, you cannot take that for granted.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful life. Shitty things happen, but you know what? It's a moment and it passes and you move forward. You don't move on. You just move forward. And I'm continuing to move forward with
kudos to you
that I've gone through.
Kudos, man.
No,
kudos.
100%. That's like,
sorry, I give very long answers.
Forward is the only direction you can go anyway. Backwards is in a direction. So you know what I mean? To those, you know, to that question again, you know, just always try and think about, you know, the next thing forward, and you know, but be present in the sense of what you're doing. But like, you know, once you've made a decision, and you know, I think, you know, we were talking about this the other week when we were about like regrets and, you know, sort of
absolutely,
it can eat you up, I think.
It's in the past.
You can't do anything about it. You can learn from it.
Exactly.
Sure.
And that's the thing. Like, I every day I think about the fact that I had a miscarriage and I never thought it would be me. But does that hold me back from living my life? No, I take it. I've already learned so much from it, from different experiences that I've gone through in the past couple of months. You just keep moving forward. You don't move on from it because that past, it's a part of you now. Yeah. You keep using it, it makes you stronger and you keep moving forward.
Absolutely. That's the same philosophy I have. Like if you have, that's why we had a hard time finding like topics to find, like, do you regret anything in life? I'm like, well, no, because everything teaches you something, no matter how shitty it is, no matter what you go through, you're always going to find that leads you onto something else. It changes you, but it changes you for the better, because you're always moving forward. You always have to take whatever experiences happen, whatever information you have, and use it to move forward, you know?
That's it.
That's
Speaking of moving forward, we're going to move on with the next question.
All right, mate. All right. Calm down.
Thank you for sharing all that, though, Robyn. That was beautiful. That was very beautiful. Just so you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're the best. Right. Here's a question from Jenna. This could be for everyone, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Booze and Robyn. Just curious to know, what has been the craziest incident that has happened on Dukes Boulevard? Thanks so much for this podcast. It's brightened my hardest days.
I know this one.
Which one?
I know this one.
You know Jenna?
No, I know the craziest moment that's happened on Duke's Boulevard. I think it's got to be. Am I allowed to say it? It's got to be when you were sleeping in your room, and you used a towel as a bed, as a pillow, and then you tell the story. All right.
So we've had a lot of moments on Duke's Boulevard, but this one was a really bad one. And I was the only one. I was the only one because this was the day, of course, the day after Thanksgiving that I always say I'm not going to, drink that much. And then I'm a disaster. That was the day. Well, I'll just say it right now. I was driving Ricky, Sam, Caitlin, and Keely. And I was like, you know what, guys, I'm going to throw up. And I had to pull over on the highway and projectile vomit out the car door. And I said to them, who's driving? Because I can't do this.
Oh my God.
Just to start it off. So I get to the theater, but you know what? I'm like, I go crazy when I'm hungover at work because I'm like, it's my punishment. I'm going to work the hardest I ever have.
Yeah.
And we still did 4 turns.
We still smashed it. We still
did 4 spins. It was great. Anyway,
it's a Thanksgiving tradition, actually.
It really is. So I am taking a little rest. I'm like, I'm not going to lay on my cot, like on the thing, on the thing that you unfold. I'm just going to take the pad. I'm going to lay on the ground. And I have this towel that I've always had rolled up that I take a nap in between shows, and I put it behind my head. And I'm laying there looking at my phone, just finally laying down after the first act. I'm like, okay, thank God I can just rest and like not throw up. And then I start to feel like a little like baby massage on like my left trap.
Baby massage.
It was like a little like
a little pouring.
A little paw, like a little knead, like a soft knead on my left trap. And I was
my God.
Like, wait, what? And I flung my ass up so fast and turned around and I was like, ah!
We heard.
And I looked at the pad and I looked at the towel and I said, no fucking way. And I took the towel and I shook it. I snapped it out and a fucking Jerry flies out of it and disappears into the radiator. Never to be seen again.
It's amazing how they can do that.
Oh my God.
I was like, where the fuck you go, boo? Like, I don't see any holes. Where are you?
Oh, they can make themselves literally like a pencil, right?
I screamed at Davin with shouty caps, our stage manager. I was like, Davin, I was just laying down. There's a fucking mouse in my towel. He runs up like good old Popeye trying to save the day, and he's like on his hands and knees like trying to save me, and I'm like, he went over there. And Ricky, I've gone to you and I'm like, I just saw a mouse, go get it, Ricky. Like,
what did I do?
An elephant.
Nothing. You did nothing.
Like, there's nothing.
You did nothing. You're like
disintegrate into the walls, and they're never to be seen again. Anyway, that was the most disturbing moment of my life in the theater.
Listen. I got revenge. I got revenge for you.
Really? What?
Because he came back first, though,
about
right?
two weeks ago.
He came back though, Rix, didn't he?
Yeah.
Little Mr. Mistopheles came back, didn't he?
That's what I'm saying. Like 2 weeks ago, I looked under my radiator. But there was a mouse trap.
With one in it?
Because I could smell something. I was like,
I thought it was your feet, didn't you? And then you were like,
and I looked down. There's little Jerry. There's little Jerry. Copped it good.
There is nothing like a dead mouse smell. Do you know that because I grew up in Maine in my house, there were mice all in my walls and stuff. And when they would die, that was the first time because we had just moved into our house. And my God bless her soul, but she wasn't a nice woman. But my grandmother that I barely knew, she was living with us. She almost split up my parents. Like I'm not a fan of her. And I didn't really know her that well. But I thought that whole time that when the mice were dying in my walls, it was my grandmother. So whenever I smell dead mouse, hey, Nana.
That's disgusting.
I know.
That's so wrong.
My family is going to listen to this and fucking die.
Oh my God. It's like, what's that smell? It's grandma.
It's Nana.
Right. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the next question. Here we go. You two. Rancid. This is a question from Claire Balez. Very French, this name. Very French.
This question is also a hypothetical. So you've just died and you're a ghost. and you're going to be partaking in ghostly shenanigans with all of your ghost friends or enemies. I don't know your life. But you can never change your clothes again. So whatever you were wearing when you died is your outfit for forever. What would you want your ghost outfit to be?
All right, Claire, you want to tell us about yourself a little bit? What's going on here? Got some troubles?
I love that shit. This is a random question.
I know. It's kind of interesting, right?
Oh, God.
Who wants to go? Who wants to go?
I would be wearing jams. I love wearing oversized shirts that are stretchy, pants that are stretchy, a cotton boy short for underwear, and no bra.
What about footwear? You got any footwear?
My UGG slippers that I stole from the show.
Yeah, you need those. Everyone needs those.
No, literally, that is how I would haunt everybody.
I mean, guys, let's think about it. I mean, you've gone for comfort. I mean,
Ricky's going in a suit.
This is the outfit you're going to be seen in for eternity by
suit
people.
Boy, here we go.
Yeah, of course. I want to be in a nice suit. I want to be in a nice suit with a little hat. I want to have a hat. And I say a hat. I'm going to say a hat. I want a hat.
I want to be able to do a split.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be an asshole and like put my leg up to my face still.
Wait, do we get accessories though? Because I chose a hat. Maybe Robyn wants like a glass of wine or something.
I was gonna say like just always a cocktail in my hand, like like just a glass of wine.
Yeah, like jammies and a cocktail.
It's literally how I live my life at home. It's no bra, baggy clothes, slippers, and alcohol.
Yeah. And Tam would have like a PlayStation controller in his hand, walking around.
I've already got mine. Did you do yours? Did you say suit?
Yeah, I'll suit.
I've got mine. Do you want to know mine?
What?
Mm-hmm.
A Santa outfit.
I hate you. Shut up.
Why?
A Santa outfit.
Why would you be in a Santa?
Because everywhere you go, people love you. Everywhere.
Yeah, but you still scare the shit out of them.
You bring joy.
You know what? He's got a point, man. I mean, if I
everywhere you go, like you could go anywhere.
Shit, he's real.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you Pennywise thought that same shit, and that's why he's a fucking clown.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same.
It scares the shit out of everyone.
Before I have to go to bed, now I'm gonna be scared.
Yeah, see, why'd you have to bring? You didn't have to bring that up.
Well, fucking Santa Claus. Have you not seen what's that?
Santa outfit.
That scary Santa movie. I mean, but I like horror movies.
Or Klaus or Claus or whatever. You've seen it. Dr. Claw, whatever it is. You've seen it because you just probably at 8 a.m. knowing you as well.
It was like Santa Massacre or some shit.
Yeah, see?
I mean, it was good.
Oh, don't do that. Don't cross Christmas with horror.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Why would you do that?
Completely ruining it. Okay, this is the last question, then we're going to move on to... Robyn's got a game for us this week, you guys. This is the last question.
Oh, yes, I'm so excited.
She has. She's got a game for us. So here we go. This is the last question. This is from Karen Finocchio.
Hi, Tam, Ricky, and Robyn. Thought you could have fun with this. Warning labels are on nearly everything. If you came with a warning label, what would it say?
Oh, that's a good one. If you came with a warning label, what would it say?
Saddle up, bitches.
Hurder up.
It's like, saddle up. You have no idea what the fuck you're going to get yourself into with me.
That's good.
A warning label.
That's good. What's yours, Rex?
Mine would be, don't let this product get hungry.
That's a warning label.
Or else.
How long is that warning label?
Don't let this product get hungry or else.
Boo, short and sweet, short, punchy, something a bit more punchy.
Yeah, feed me, bitch.
Because it is when Ricky is hungry, all he can actually focus on is food. Like he can't. He
gets mad. Anytime Ricky gets mad, like it gets a bit prickly. You know when some people get prickly and they're a little bit quippy and quippy bastards. You know what I mean? When they get a little bit like snake.
Ricky has never been that way with me. Yeah. I just know because all he talks about is chicken.
If he's hungry, or if he's tired. Two things.
Yeah,
basic things. Then he gets a bit quips.
And the worst thing ever is when I order on Uber Eats.
Oh my God.
And something transpires that my food doesn't get here on time, or they can't find my address or something. I will literally want to
kill someone.
I don't want to say that, but
no, I understand that.
I want to hurt things.
Like when I want a crispy buffalo chicken Caesar wrap,
oh, shit.
and I say specifically on the instructions when I'm ordering it, this happened in Florida when I was, go figure, I was shit-faced, but I literally said, no tomatoes, please. Please, no tomatoes. I'm allergic. I cannot eat tomatoes, even though I'm not allergic. I just want to make sure that they don't put the fucking tomatoes in. I have a tomato seed in my, like, if I can smell it, I'm going to die. A raw tomato. God. And then they put the tomatoes on my buffalo chicken wrap, and I called the motherfuckers in the hot tub in Florida. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, I actually don't understand that I ordered this. Like, read it to me. Like, I want you to read my instructions and read it to me and see what I said. And they're like, no tomatoes, please. Please do not put tomatoes on this. I'm allergic.
We made a mistake. Sorry.
Yeah. No, read it to me. Read it to me.
I said, read it to me. And I was like, what is wrong? You are a great restaurant. Why are you messing up like this? All I want is my fucking crispy chicken buffalo. Like when you want it so bad. I get it, Ricky. I get it.
That's the only time I get really, really angry.
Cam gets like that. Cam gets like that. If she asks for avocado in something and they don't put it in, she goes fucking ape shit.
Yeah, but have you paid for the avocado though?
Yeah, so you ask for extra avocado and they're like
$5 extra.
Or they put that hard shit avocado in. When
this is a whole different thing.
Yeah, when it's like a chip and they know when they put it in there, but it's hard. So we've talked about this.
We've talked about this at length.
Avocado, yeah.
When avocados, this the consistency of plastic.
Yeah,
something's wrong.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
It ain't ready.
It's always the worst one.
I mean, put that shit next to a banana so it can ripen. You know what I mean? That's a trick, by the way. Put it next to a banana.
I think my warning label would probably just be do not shake.
Do not shake.
Yeah. I think that'd be it. Simple, do not shake. Because you know how I get.
Oh my God.
Because shake's kind of like a broad term for a lot of things. Do not shake.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's really good.
That's actually accurate.
It's so perfect for Tam.
Yeah. So
definitely do not shake.
Do not shake. Do not shake. Everyone, cheers, you guys. That was a good round of Q&As today, I thought. Some good questions. And now we're going to play Robyn's game, Two Truths and a Lie.
And a lie.
Is this my own game?
This is your game, boo. So you originated this. This is all you.
Now I'm gonna have some ground rules for this.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Because I'm a very open book, and you two are very close to me. But Ricky has spent more time with me. So Ricky, if you know it, you can't say it.
Okay.
And then we just have to leave it up to Tam.
Okay.
Tam knows. I don't know, because the problem is I love to party and I say a lot of shit. So you guys might know all these stories.
I might. Oh shit, we got 10 minutes.
Okay.
We can get these in.
Right.
Okay, go.
I'm going to give 3 statements. Okay.
Go.
2 are true and 1 is a lie.
Go.
I'm drunk. Okay. I'm trying to think of them now. Okay. 1. I've spent a night in jail and been served breakfast by an inmate.
Okay.
I've been in a high-speed car chase. I have been seen fully naked on stage.
What? It baffles me that that 2 of them I like to do like breaking the law, like really badly, like full on, like bitches done time.
All right, Capone, what's going on over here?
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
I actually don't know any of these, so I'm
amazing.
So jail time with an inmate.
Jail and been served breakfast by an inmate. I have been in a high-speed car chase. I have been seen fully naked on stage.
I don't remember her being in a show where she's been fully naked. I'm just going to say that. The other two, knowing our robes,
I'm going to go with
the two dodgy ones are probably true. Do you know
Same. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, because she's like wild.
Yeah.
Well, no. What I'm saying is like when I say I haven't been fully seen, no, you know what? I'm gonna just
fully seen that. So fully naked on stage, jail time, car chase.
Yeah.
So basically,
and served breakfast by an inmate.
That's very specific. It's a bit specific, that, isn't it?
High-speed car chase.
I think that one happened. I think the first one happened for sure. The inmate one happened.
You think the inmate one happened?
Yeah, because it's just too random. It's too random for it not to be true. And I know how Robyn is, and that just is too.
And she was served breakfast by Phil.
Yeah, by Phil from down the road. Who was in overnight because he'd been drinking.
This
too
is
much.
a good one. I mean, the stagey one, like naked one.
She could have been naked in a show, but I just can't. I'm trying to rack my brains of shows that she's done, and I can't think of anything.
I think that one's a lie.
Yeah, I do as well. Fully naked is a big task, big ordeal.
What, unless you did hair.
Oh yeah.
Did you do hair?
She probably has done that show. Seems like even in college, she could have done it in college or something.
And you get your baps out on college. All right. Let's say that's a true one.
I'm gonna go speed car chase because it's just
it's fake. Yeah, I'm gonna go the speed car chase.
We've changed our minds. We're going car chase.
Yeah, me too.
The car chase is a lie.
Yeah,
is it? So you went to jail?
I was arrested. Yeah,
and you. So it's the naked one then. So we were right the first time.
So I tried to be cheeky. So listen, the lie is that I was seen fully naked on stage. I wasn't, but I definitely popped my tits out on stage, and it was the most horrifying moment of my life. I was in the show Spam-A-Lot, and the Broadway company, they all had these small tittied women that just had one little hook for their bikinis, and we had to cross our arms in front of us. I was on tour, and I crossed my arms in front of us, and I unhooked the hood.
Oh shit.
And I opened up, and it was an elastic band, and it went behind my back, and I grabbed my titty boos, and I went ball chain shun, run off the stage.
Still finished the number though.
I ran off because I was like, my tits are out.
That's full Barbara Windsor.
Yeah, but you still finished the number.
On stage, but I wasn't fully naked on stage. I did that to throw you. So listen. So when I was 19 years old in college at University of New Hampshire, I was, drunk, and I got arrested. Now, usually they put you in what's called PC, which is called protective custody, and college. I went straight to the Dover County Jail. They literally,
oh my God,
put the plastic bands on my wrist. They put handcuffs on me, put my forehead on the cop car. They're like, you're going to jail because of public intoxication. Took me to jail. I spent the night in jail. And then I wake up in the morning, like puking. There's a bucket near my face with like a bunch of, all I remember is seeing like, it looks like a bunch of like shredded carrots. And
oh my God.
The guy is banging on, and he's like all hairy in an orange jumpsuit. And he's like, you want breakfast? And I was like, no, thank you.
Ew.
And then the other story I'll do it really quick. When I was 15, 16 years old, I was in the wrong group of people with my dance school, and they thought it would be a great idea to drive to my dance, like the head of my dance school's house, and lay on the horn every night for 3 nights in a row.
Oh my God.
The third night, the two people from my dance school, the owners, ran out, got in their car, and jumped, and they chased us all through.
Oh shit.
And we were going like 75 miles an hour in Wyndham, Maine at 11 p.m. at night. And it was one of the most terrifying moments, because I was just in the backseat being like, I'm just going along with people. I don't know. I just love ballet, and I want to be a Broadway. I don't know what I'm doing. There's like peer pressure. But we were literally in a high-speed car chase. So there we go.
Oh my God. Hilarious. Well,
we did quite well with that. I thought we should have gone with our instincts, because I thought the naked one was a bit too specific.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Clyde about it, and I was like, I feel like they're going to know, because they know me, that Robyn would never get fully naked.
Yeah, I didn't know it either.
But I was
that's a hard thing to do.
I was like, well, my boobs fell out on stage, but I've never been really naked.
That's not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The only
it
thing
doesn't matter. I won.
Should have gone with your instincts, Rix. Yeah. We were right. We were instincts. Always go with your instincts.
I know.
That was great, Robyn. Thank you for that. So now we have Mr. Bobby Day, ladies and gentlemen, for like joke of the week, because it's time for the joke of the week. So we're winding down.
So I just started a new dating site for chickens. I mean, it's not my normal job, but I'm just doing it to make hens meet.
I can't handle you, Bobby J.
The shit jokes. The shit dad jokes.
Oh, but that just made my heart so warm. I miss Bobby J's
shitty dad jokes. Every day.
I love him. I love him. I love him.
Best.
Oh my God. So,
guys,
that was pretty wonderful. I'm not gonna lie.
That was wonderful. This was great.
Robyn should be a guest more often, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be the guest host. Like, no, just like that.
Oh, that'd be good. Maybe we should have Robyn interview us. That's a good one. Robyn could interview you one week and then me next week.
Me, I don't.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's quite good. Yeah.
She's like, no pressure.
Don't put pressure on me. I just want to be here and just like, just be an asshole.
You guys are amazing, and I'm not. You guys are both amazing, and that was fun. And Robyn, thank you so much for coming on. We were so grateful.
So much. It was awesome.
You guys are a part of my heart forever. You're part of my life. You're never getting rid of me. Isn't that a song?
It's our song now. We make it our song. It's like Come What May. We made it our song.
Come
You're never getting rid of me. Yeah. You're never getting rid of me. Robyn, say goodbye to everybody.
I love everyone so much. Thank you so much for all your questions. Thank you for listening. I love you all so much. And that's it. I just love it.
Rock and roll. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining us again. Lots of love, everybody. Take care.
Bye.